When I was younger, and my father was getting ready to retire after more than 30 years working for the same employer, he did something curious. At least I thought it was curious at the time. He wrote out a check to his employer. It wasn't for a lot of money. I think it was for $200 or $300. It was intended as a payment for pads of paper, envelopes, pens that might have come home in his suit coat at the end of a workday. And he did that because he wanted to be square with his employer as they prepared to part ways. At the time, I don't think I thought much about that. I might have even thought it was kind of silly, like, Dad, that's overkill. But later, as the years have gone by, that example has become more and more profound to me. In fact, it's kind of become a defining moment about the way I think about values and the rest of our lives, our professional lives, our business lives, our financial lives. And that's had a big impact on the way I think about business. After that, in my early business career in accounting and consulting, I had the opportunity to work with all kinds of different firms in all kinds of different industries, and saw how they created value for their stakeholders and how they made decisions and how they did what they did. Learned a lot about that. Eventually I left consulting and became a finance director for a little high-tech startup, and I think I was the 10th employee. That was quite an exciting time as well. And again, learned a lot about what makes organizations tick and how they do what they do. And so now, all these years later, as I'm back in the classroom, as I'm doing research, as I'm teaching executives and students, what I've really come to realize is that it's putting those two things together that is what business is all about. It's why organizations do what they do. That speaks to values and ethics and mission and purpose. And how they do what they do, and that speaks to their strategy and how they think about their position in the marketplace and how they create value for all of those parties who have an interest in that organization's activities. And what I've also come to realize is that the answers from each one of those questions informs the other in a way that's really fundamental. Understanding purpose tells you something important about what your strategy should be and how those choices should be made as you interact and deal with business partners in the marketplace. That's what business is all about.